Hey, it's John Estes with Cornerstone. So I'm sure you've heard of how hard it is to get a mortgage right now. Well, I'm here to tell you about making mortgage easy. What we're really going to do is just go through the process and make sure that you completely understand what's the best procedures to do and the things not to do to get as streamlined as possible. All right, the first thing we want to talk about is don't make expensive purchases. What we mean is don't go out and buy a car, don't go out and buy anything on credit while you're in the mortgage process, because that can affect your debt ratio and you might not even qualify. A prime example is I had someone call me on a Saturday wanting to buy furniture, and I was like, no, go, run from the store. But they're like, no, the salesman says the store ends tomorrow. I said, if you buy the furniture, you won't have a house to put it in. So definitely don't make any expensive purchases. All right, the next thing you don't want to do is change jobs. Stay at your job. Now, if you absolutely have to, let's talk about it first. You really do need to stay there in order to qualify. Some of the reasons for this is because if you receive commission income or bonus income, that income we have to show a 2-year history. So if you change jobs, you might not have started receiving that income yet, and we might not be able to use it. Now, especially if you're someone that a majority of your income comes from either a bonus or commission or both, we definitely need to use the 2-year average of that. So stay at your current job so we can make sure that we have the consistency for the last 2 years. It might make sense to switch banks or move money around, but don't do it. We have to do paper trails for where all your money comes from for the Patriot Act and to make sure that there's money that we can source for your down payment. So if you're moving money around or you're changing banks during the loan process, that's going to be more paperwork that you're going to have to do. And nobody wants to do that. And while we're speaking of banks, you definitely don't want to wait to the last minute to withdraw funds from like a retirement account or a brokerage account. Normally that can take at least 3 or 4 days and sometimes 2 or 3 weeks. So if you're going to be taking money out and liquidating it from one of those 2 accounts, make sure you talk to your financial advisor or the bank first and get the idea of how long it's going to take and start the process early. Because if you wait till the last minute, the money might not be there for your closing day. And if you're getting money from gift funds, it's very, very important to follow the guidelines that we have. Definitely talk to me first, but what you want to do is it's got to come from a family member and make sure they're wiring that money directly to the title company, not into your account, because once again, that creates a paper trail. Also, the gift funds cannot come from a trust account, so that's something that we need to talk about in advance as well. All right, this one might seem kind of obvious, but it has happened before. Keep making your mortgage payments. I can't stress this one enough. Just because you're about to close on a home doesn't mean you stop making the mortgage payments of the home that you're going to be selling or keeping. It's very important to keep making those payments because if you miss a payment, you might not qualify anymore. So definitely want to keep making those payments. And during the process, we're going to be asking for a lot of documentation and paperwork. I don't make these rules up. My company doesn't make the rules up, but we're going to need it just because we have to follow all the compliance and federal regulations. So don't ignore us. I know it's a pain. No one likes doing a mortgage, but we're going to make it easy as possible. So make sure you send me that documentation and request it. Promise you, it's going to make the whole process go a lot easier. I just covered a lot of things in a pretty quick manner. Call me with questions, text me with questions, email me with questions. I'm here to help you throughout the thing. So if you're not sure, don't go look it up on YouTube, unless it's my channel, of course. But give me a call and we can talk about it and make sure that we're doing everything possible to make the mortgage as easy as possible for you. Now, I really hope this information helped. If it did, I'd love if you subscribe to my channel or if you share this to your friends. Anything I can do to help you, I'm here for.